In Indianapolis, youth pastor Chad Phelps, his pregnant wife, and a chaperone were killed returning from a church trip.
The bus just flew into my vision right away and flipped just in an instant.
The driver told investigators his brakes failed. In Italy, 38 died. Their bus shredded to pieces after plunging some 100 feet. Police suspect brake problems. And in Arizona, floodwaters knocked over and swept away a bus, but everyone survived. 3 bus accidents in just 2 days. And earlier this year, bus crashes in Oregon and California killed 9 each. It's enough to make some passengers question bus safety. The federal government regulates commercial carriers like tour buses, but privately owned non-commercial buses for private schools or church groups, like the one in Indiana, fall under looser regulation.
There were people, crawling out of the bus. There were people who were severely injured, people who were dead.
In Indianapolis, the driver of this church bus was required to have a commercial driver's license and limit his time behind the wheel. But he was not required to keep a log. Private buses not used for business are required to get annual inspections but aren't required to keep maintenance records, like commercial carriers. A Department of Transportation website shows no prior accidents for the bus involved in the deadly Indianapolis crash. Industry insiders say consumers should be proactive.
You have the right to ask the bus company about the hours of service, about their drug and alcohol program, about the type of drivers they have. After all, it's your money.
Well, also a proactive consumer also finds out the trip plan, the final itinerary, to make sure that it is in compliance with the federal limits on how many hours are allowed behind the wheel for that driver, meaning you want to know that your bus driver will be allowed to get a break or get a relief driver if this is a long trip. Also, you also have the right to know what kind of insurance the bus company has as well.
If you go on a bus trip, you have a right to know the track record, the safety record of the bus company, shall we say?
You absolutely do. Actually, what you want to do is you want to find out the U.S. DOT number. With that number in hand, you can simply log on to the Department of Transportation's website, plug in that number, and it will pull up if there were any prior accidents, and you can get that information as far as the safety ratings as well.